turns out, do you throw away the lamp? If so, you're either incredibly rich or have a thing for lamps. This was in an article by Kara Grutz for Aurora Interactive in May 2011. She goes on to state that, like most lamp owners, you probably will replace a bulb and will enjoy the low cost and the brighter room. Like this, businesses often underestimate the need for a training department. In addition, for researching this topic, I have worked for several companies over the past 6 years. Within all these companies, I have seen companies that do not train their employees at all and people that do train employees. When you compare the two, you can definitely see the difference, especially in employee productivity. Offering your business should invest in a training department. Let's look at the 4 reasons why. By resulting in less turnover, increased employee value, flexibility, and job satisfaction. The first reason why your business should invest in a training department is because it results in less turnover. The cost of hiring an employee can add up quickly. For instance, if a member of HR decides to spend 3 hours going through resumes and finds the perfect candidate, if a member of HR who's being paid $15 an hour goes through and finds the application for a perfect candidate, they've already spent 3 hours, you're already paying them for 3 hours to look through the applications. After they have found the perfect candidate, the HR calls and spends an hour on the phone with them, interviewing them, and deems the candidate worthy of the position. After that, the employee, who's now being paid $10 an hour, comes in and has 2 hours full of orientation. After the employee leaves orientation, he is told to go find the task and complete it without any other instructions. This can make sure that the employee does not have any right training and he could spend the rest of his work time for a 5-hour task that should have only taken him an hour. As you can see, the cost of an employee can add up very quickly. If the employee decides to quit any time because he has not got the right training, the process has to start all over. The cost of turnover can damage a business, and it can impact your customer relations, productivity, morale, and bottom line. In a survey by GoToHR, they said that 40% of employees who receive poor training quit within their first year. This should make sure that businesses establish a second level of knowledge. You do not want the blind leading the blind. If you establish the basic routines and expectations, you can have the employees help carry the weight of the business. As you can see, if you decrease turnover, your business is already more profitable. The second reason why your training department should invest in the second reason why your business should invest in a training department is because it increases employee value. Through this, you can share the responsibilities of an employee and make them feel like they're an integral part of the business. You're constantly shaping the workforce by doing this. As technology advances, businesses will rely more and more on technology. This means that employees need to make sure they have proper training to be able to handle those situations and that they don't fall behind on trends. In addition, the third reason why your business should invest in a training department is because it adds flexibility. If you have a properly trained staff, it will result in less supervision and it will be less severe so that you do not have to micromanage them as much. In addition, if you cross-train employees in more than one skill or task, this can help departments that may be falling behind on a deadline or an employee who has called out sick. This helps maximize your workforce without any discrepancies, and you can hire without hiring others. Also essential is knowledge transfer. If you have one employee who knows how to run a whole department and that employee leaves, what do? Your business will slowly decrease in profitability because there will be nobody that knows how to fill that position. If you make sure that employees spread their knowledge to others and they are all together as one, you can make sure that if an employee ever has to leave or has a vacation, that the business does not suffer. To quote John Roback, CEO of Gurley & Hansen, he said, "Organizations have traditionally treated training as a cost and expense, When training has a sufficient payback, it can be viewed as an investment and not an expense. Employees who know that a company cares will often reciprocate the favor. In addition to increasing flexibility, a training department can also help a business by increasing job satisfaction. Jason Wellington, CEO of Yellow, said, "Millennials are concerned with investing their energy and their time in an organization that will reciprocate. They want to make sure that they're investing inside an organization and that they have the path to continue to do so." Millennials right now are the largest demographic in the workforce. Millennials themselves want a sense of belonging, especially in a company. They don't want to feel like they can be replaced, especially if they have the same level of knowledge that a new hire has. If you have them both on the same level, then the employee will feel, well, what's my use? He knows exactly what I know, and I've been here 2 years. Also, in a survey by PwC, they said that the benefit that employees would want the most is to take pride in their work. The benefit that they would value the most from is training, which was the highest percentage. So as you can see, training is definitely one of the things that an employee looks for when pursuing a business. Employees want to take pride in their work. They want to reach the expectations that were set out by them by their owners and make sure that they know that they are a part of the business too. To summarize, a business should invest in a training department because it results in less turnover, increased employee value, flexibility, and job satisfaction. If you feel good about your results, you won't notice all the sweat that was put into a training department in the first place. To quote Henry Ford, "The only thing worse than training your employees and having them leave is not training your employees and having them stay." As a business, I challenge you to take advantage and create a training department that will be beneficial to your business. You will not realize the huge impact that training has to offer until you do so.